Hey gang, it's Nemo Dilettante welcoming you to Nemo's Odyssey. This is my first video for this project. I don't plan on editing it. There is plenty of room for error, so apologies and thank you for your patience while I get this all started. I do plan on live streaming so that you all follow along, which is my preferred way of communicating so that you can organically interact with me. In the meantime, I do have nemo.stream, which is my blog. I have 3 blog posts and I plan on capturing all this stuff here, so you'll see the video on that blog. What I want to talk about in this video is the 3rd blog post, and I'm going to break it into 3 pieces. Number 1 is the title. Number 2 is sort of the premise and the stage that I set up for myself. And lastly, the most important part is signing up for the cybersecurity certification content. So let's hop to it. So my 3rd blog post I named Half Peach, and in our modern day, with emoji speak, the peach represents the butt at times, and what I'm suggesting here is half-assing, right? Because half-assing is better than no ass, right? Doing anything at all is better than nothing at all. That goes for going to the gym, right? Any exercise is better than no exercise. 1 minute is more than 0. Those are very simple examples, and I think that applies to the work that we do as well, right? Showing up and doing something at all is better than not showing up and doing nothing. And that's sort of the premise or the stage that I set for myself here. And then here is the second piece that I want to talk about is sort of, the preliminary timeline and disclosure that I gave, that I wouldn't be around for the next 2 weeks from this post, which was absolutely accurate. But the part that was not accurate and are my shortcomings that I want to clarify is where I overcommitted and I said that I would post something every day. And part of my reason for not posting every day is because there wasn't enough content, right? And on top of that, I just didn't have the space, the time, or the internet resources to be able to put something out and produce something. And I disappointed myself and I was hard on myself. And so this is sort of, I guess, my way of apologizing to myself and to you all if you expected more. And I hope to not overcommit in the future. And I want to be realistic about that. And lastly, the last thing I want to talk about and kind of walk you through is the cybersecurity certificate that's for free. You can read it on my blog page here, but what I'm using my page for is the link to take you there. And I'm going to show you how to sign up and maybe clarify some things along the way, because when I was signing up, I almost paid for something, and I don't want you to fall for that trap. So with that in mind, I also want to clarify that I'll be pausing the video to preserve my, identity and not dox myself. So bear with me as it gets a little choppy along the way. So let's hop to it. Free certified in cybersecurity. You're going to go ahead and click on that. And that link brings us here to this landing page. What this is ISC Squared pledges 1 million free ISC Squared certified in cybersecurity courses and exams. ISC Squared is some kind of an organization, and I'll clarify what ISC Squared stands for at the end of this video. It is a mouthful and I don't want to deal with that right now. But their purpose for this pledge is to close the employment and skill gap that is existing in cybersecurity. And what I mean by that is that there are plenty of jobs in cybersecurity, but not enough people with the right skills or knowledge to be able to jump into it as an entry-level employee, if that. So they're offering these vouchers and trying to close that gap, as well as, when you provide something that's free like this, you're also helping diversify that employment, right? Bringing equity and inclusion, and not gatekeeping. I guess the most gatekeeping part about this is maybe the fee at the end, right? And we can talk about that later too. Like I said, we're going to walk through the sign-up process, so we'll go through the steps down here. All right, so first one is to create an account. So we'll hop into that. Very simple stuff. You're going to make an account on ISC squared, and it looks like this. You're going to put your first name in, your last name, email, password, agree to the terms and the privacy policy, code of ethics, prove that you're not a robot. That's my least favorite part because I don't know what anything is. I'm sheltered, perhaps. So once that's all filled out, you can come back to the same page if you're me, and you're going to fill out your application form for candidacy. You want to be labeled as a candidate so that they give you those vouchers, right? So we're going to go to that page. I'm going to pause because it fills in my information because I've already done it. So bear with me. All right, so we click that candidate application form and we land on this page. You fill out your information. You start off with your first name, your last name, phone number, your address. And as I scroll down and redact my information, you continue to fill in your address. And the last two items, the second to last item being important, primary certification of interest. You want to select you're certified in cybersecurity so that you can get those free items and follow along, right? The next item doesn't really matter how you heard about it. I don't know who I am to you, but you can put down peer or colleague. It's up to you if you want to keep informed about any other resources and benefits. And then you're going to submit this. It'll take you to another landing page and congratulate you. And you should be getting an email pretty much immediately from this point on. I mean, if you're like me and you don't check your email, I'll show you how to navigate through that, right? So let's go back to that other page with the steps on it, right? Bear with me. And here we continue on step 3, where you're going to access your candidate benefits. So you'll follow that page, which brings you here. And this is where you're going to find your voucher and any discounts, whatever it is that you need. So we'll start there too. So free access to official IC squared online self-paced training for certified in cybersecurity. So you'll start with this part here, the second bullet. That's for your exam. You get one free exam attempt. I don't know if you get more or if you just pass and then you continue, but at any rate, we're not taking the exam right now. I'm not prepared to commit to that right now. I don't even know what the materials look like. So we're just going to continue with signing up. So we'll click this link and that will bring us to this page here. So as you can see, it puts it in the shopping cart and you're going to check out, right? So when you hit this checkout button, it takes you to this next page. And let me verify that I don't dox myself, right? Bear with me. And we're in the clear, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to the next page, right? And generally, this will auto-populate with your first name and last name. I've removed it to not dox myself, right? So you're going to fill this all out. First name, last name, address, your email address. That was also already filled in for me, your phone number. You're going to agree to the terms and conditions, and your enrollment will be granted to the account associated with the email you are currently logged in when making the purchase. Don't abuse the system, right? It's nice that we're getting something for free. Don't sign up with 5 different emails and cause either confusion or taking up space for other people who want to continue with this, right? Certainly 1 million is a lot, and I hope that 1 million do accomplish something out of this. So I'm going to pause this and fill out the form. Then I'm going to hit this proceed button. That'll be the next thing that you see, okay? All right, and that pretty much completes it. So we've landed on this page here. It says, thank you for your order. We've processed your order, blah, blah, blah. Tells you what to do next, how to find your stuff, how much time you have, right? And then if I were to scroll down, it gives me a confirmation number, and it shows my information and some kind of receipt, right? So that's the sign up process. Like I said, I almost paid for something previously and I was like, this isn't right. I thought this was for free. And again, sort of the disclaimer that I was making earlier, back to this page here, right? Is that right here, let's see. You will find your access on the candidate benefits page, annual dues of US $50 will be due at the end of your first year of candidate status. And what this really means is that if you want to keep your access to these materials after a year, so you have a year, you're going to have to pay your dues. The next disclaimer here is that upon passing the exam, you will have dues, and you'll be a certified member. And I don't know if you get multiple attempts at this. That's something that we'll have to figure out along the way, and I'm happy to bring you along for the ride. I just want to check one thing before I end this video, check my email or something, see if I got anything else. All right, so that was pretty much it for this video. The email was just a copy of what we last saw once we completed the purchase, sort of giving us a confirmation and where to go next. And that's it for today. If you have any questions, again, you can email me at hello@nemo.stream. hello@nemo.stream. Or go to my blog, you'll find it there on the About page. I also have a Discord that I've created, and I'm going to post this video with that post about the Discord. Thank you for your patience, and thanks for sticking with me, and I hope that we can build an awesome community together. I'll see you next time, and have a great day.